subscribe to my channel, or else this guy is gonna shove a tamale up your ass.
That's my fetish.
Get over here. No.
No,
Chill.
not going with that.
No.
Okay.
No. All right then. What is up, my fellow nerds out there? Turn to the fucking camera. Don't look at me. What is up, my fellow nerds out there? My name is G-Vance, and this is Adrian once again with another episode of Nerdy Conversations. And today we have a very, very special treat for you guys.
So we're going to be talking about a video game history video game series that, fun fact, sparked the content rating for video games. It kind of created the whole age rating for video games. So there's that. It's a pretty famous fighting game. You guys may know it. Has a lot of characters that we all know and love. Sub-Zero, Scorpion. You know what series this is?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat, of course. That shit is the best fighting game out there.
And for those of you that don't know, the next entry in the series, Mortal Kombat 11, is coming out tomorrow.
So yep.
And Frost just got confirmed, and I'm fucking happy.
Frost got confirmed?
Yeah, Frost got confirmed, dude. She looks so fucking cool. One of her fatalities is she takes the spinal cord and brain out, and she puts it into a cyberlinque.
Oof.
That is one of the fatalities. I fucking love it. It's so good. Yeah, but basically though, we're gonna be talking about the history of Mortal Kombat and kind of the storyline behind it. Now, a lot of you may not,
because it is a very fucked up and very complicated storyline.
Yeah.
God damn it, NetherRealm, why'd you do that?
we probably don't have time to go through all 11 games.
Yeah, we don't.
But from what I learned from my research for this video, Mortal Kombat is the same 4 games in the series, but just rebooted a bunch. Like rebooted 2 or 3 times. Except for the oddballs out, like Conquest, Armageddon, what other ones? Conquest, Armageddon,
Shaolin Warriors. Yeah.
The third-party ones are kind of like not in the continuity.
We don't talk about those.
Yeah, but they're fun. You should play them. But we're not talking about those because they complicate the story way more than it has to.
Mm-hmm.
So, where do we start with this? Because this is...
I don't know, dude. There's so much...
All right. So, in layman's terms, Mortal Kombat is about gang wars, but like interdimensional gang wars. We got our people repping, Earth and, our world and like our universe. That's called Earth Realm. We got our boys Sub-Zero. We got our boys like... what's the military group that's on your blade? And
fuck, I can't remember for the life of me. It's some special force.
Yeah,
shit,
special forces, whatever. I think that's the actual name. But Johnny Cage, them, against people from Outworld, and Outworld is, or Netherworld is something where all the bad and demonic people and like shitty people live. So we're like, you got your Quan Chi, you got your
Shao Kahn, Katana, Jade.
Yeah, so
Barack Obama.
So basically, the whole premise behind Mortal Kombat is gang wars, like I said, but you want to have balance between the gang wars. You don't want one gang to rise to power over the other one, or one of the worlds to rise to power, because then it gets all murdery and like billions of people die kind of stuff and things like that.
So if you guys have ever played like story mode in Mortal Kombat, you know that the reason why like the Mortal Kombat like tournament takes place is because it has a chance for
it allows for the chance for either a champion of our realm, so Raiden, all the human warriors, Sub-Zero, things like that, a Scorpion before he got yeeted, but for them to go and fight Netherworld forces and kind of defend us from them. So it gives them the opportunity to invade other realms. And, in the original game, Quan Chi was like, yeah, I'm all about that. My boy Shao Kahn's like, hey, do this for me and I'll promote you and, you'll get a good boy star. Mm-hmm. And Quan Chi's like, hell yeah, I want a good boy star. And he's like, hey, Scorpion, your boy Sub-Zero? Well, he's not your boy. He's talking mad shit, and he murdered he like disgraced your family. So what did Sub-Zero do? He went and fucking murdered all of Sub-Zero. What did Scorpion do? He went and like gatted all of Sub-Zero's family down, just in cold blood, you know, without even knowing the facts. And that Sub-Zero that fought him wasn't the Sub-Zero from this timeline. That was actually the older brother, which turns into Noob Saibot, but more on that later.
Oh, God damn it.
But yeah, and then when Scorpion murders Sub-Zero, Sub-Zero is like, yo, fam, you're wrong. That was Quan Chi, but, you know, I forgive you. So then Scorpion makes it his mission to protect the younger brother, Bihan. And then after that, you know, Quan Chi kind of like fucks up the other realms and tries to take power through the conquest and through the Mortal Kombat tournament. He disguises himself as a tournament master in the first game to try and steal the Mortal Kombat medallion. I don't know the name of it. Do you know the name of the
Mortal Kombat medallion?
Yeah, the Dragon Coin. Because that's what gives them the power to go between the worlds.
Call it a Dragon Coin, then I don't fucking know.
All right, the Dragon Coin. But yeah, you know, our boy Raiden, our boy Liu Kang, they kind of discover Quan Chi's shit and they put a stop to him in the first game. Second game, Quan Chi comes back and he's like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm just gonna fucking kill you guys. And a lot of people die. Sub-Zero dies. Who else dies? Johnny Cage dies.
Basically, all of your favorite characters die in this very fucked up timeline.
Yeah, that's the second game. Keep in mind. And then after that, you know, the third game kind of reboots it, but it's a soft reboot. So all the events from the previous games happened, but basically Sub-Zero and everyone come back to life through some like magic bullshit. Next thing you know, there's another tournament of power to be held, but this time it's in the Netherworld. So I don't know, man. That's about as far as of the story I know. And after that, Mortal Kombat X, 11, and things like that are just continuations of the story.
Yeah, it's like Mortal Kombat 9 was pretty much them trying to reboot the whole franchise, because before Mortal Kombat 9 came out, like a bunch of shitty like Mortal Kombat games came out like that Solo Jax game. It's like, okay, like make one fucking story about Jax, I get, but oh well. But it's like Mortal Kombat 9, like they wanted to find a way to, like, I guess, combine like every fucking storyline they ever told, and
that was a mistake.
It ended up fucking up a lot of shit, because it starts off with everybody is dead, and Shao Kahn brings what's that word called?
Revan?
Armageddon. He brings Armageddon to the world, and Shao Kahn and Raiden are the only ones left alive fighting each other, and you know Shao Kahn is over here, you know, mocking him, being like, you know, where are the elder gods, Raiden, and all this shit, and then he ends up killing Raiden. But before Raiden dies, he sends a message to his past self saying he must win. And then that whole plot is just Raiden trying to figure out who is the person that has to win. And every time he fucks up, his amulet like it gets more and more cracked, meaning, bro, you're fucking up. Shao Kahn is still gonna bring Armageddon if you don't get your shit together. And you know, a lot of shit happens, you know, like he thinks Liu Kang is the one to win Mortal Kombat. He ends up defeating Shang Tsung, and then fucking he goes back to Outworld, and Shao Kahn says, nah fam, we're gonna fucking change the rules here. I'm gonna go fucking do this tournament again. And
which doesn't make sense, because the whole point of Quan Chi bringing Armageddon was because they were tired of doing the Mortal Kombat tournaments. They're like, you know what? Fuck this. Why do we have to fight in a human tournament to decide like if we want to rule people?
Yeah,
you know,
pretty much.
I'm pro dictatorship. So let's just fucking invade and kill people.
Excuse me?
But you know, whatever. Quan Chi. I don't fucking know, man. These games.
Yeah. It's a lot of shit. You know, a lot of shit ends up happening. Like for example, the older Sub-Zero gets killed by Scorpion,
which happened in the first game, but
yeah.
I don't, or the second game, but I don't understand.
The older Sub-Zero gets killed by Scorpion because Quan Chi frames him. He disguises himself as Sub-Zero and goes to like Scorpion's like little like village and
murders everyone.
Murders everybody, including his wife and his kid. And so keep in mind at this point, Scorpion is dead. He gets resurrected by Quan Chi. He's like a bad dude now, and you know he has this like
revenge plot to
Yeah,
kill Sub-Zero.
to kill Sub-Zero, and he ends up killing Sub-Zero in hell, or in the like outworld, whatever the fuck it is. And it's
hell.
It's a bunch of shit, you know. Obviously, that older Sub-Zero, he dies and he gets resurrected back to Nuke Saibot, and then Bihan, I think that's what his name, right? Yeah, Bihan comes back, fucking like,
Yo, fam.
as this new Sub-Zero, being like, let me face the dude that killed my brother, and then he fights Scorpion, and then he fucking gets taken away by the fucking Cyber Initiative. It's like,
And then he gets turned into a fucking android.
which doesn't make sense because
Because he comes back as not an android. Like,
in Mortal Kombat 10, like, do you guys see like
The
why
fucking
we're
issue we're having here?
Why we're confused? It's like at the end of the game, after a lot of shit happens, you know, everybody fucking dies, gets turned into a fucking revenant, one of Quan Chi's slaves, you know, and you know this includes Jax. Jax dies, and obviously he comes back to life, but his revenant is still out there, which is fucking stupid, but oh well. But you know, Jax dies, Jade dies, Sindel dies.
Jade is a Revan, though, now. Like, she just is.
Cabal dies. I think
Cabal is also a Revan.
Cabal comes back as a Revan.
In 11, that's how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, so if you guys want to know more about the story of Mortal Kombat, I recommend actually going to, like, a Wikipedia page or something, because I think we might have fucked up. This might have been too big of a task for us, but...
It might have been too big of a task, but it's like, you know, more of the story, the Mortal Kombat storyline is a lot more fucked up. It wasn't fucked up at first, but then...
It got fucked up real bad.
It got fucked up real bad in Mortal Kombat 9, and you know, a lot of people say, well, guys, no one plays Mortal Kombat for the story. We play for the fatalities and all that shit. Well, you know what? I fucking do. And
I used to, but I gave up and I went to the fatalities. You guys are right. Fatalities are the best. Storyline, I used to. I tried. I can't do it.
But I guess.
But there is hope. Mortal Kombat 11 is doing another reboot.
Fuck me. Are you serious?
Yes, because they're literally time traveling to all the other games.
That's fucking stupid. Okay, fine. You know what? I'm not gonna complain because they actually brought back a lot of classic characters, and I'm actually excited about that. So because I heard a lot of people like complain so much about Mortal Kombat 10 because like
they put Bo Raicho in there.
Oh, Bo Raicho.
My boy Bo Raicho. My boy Alien. My boy Predator was good.
Tanya was kind of shit.
We don't talk about this.
But anyways, I guess that's pretty much all we gotta say. We don't have enough time to like go deep
in depth because God knows we cannot go in depth.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it for this video. Next week.
Do you have a topic for next week? I haven't even thought about one.
Yes, I have a topic for next week. Next week, recently one of Stephen King's probably one of the most beloved stories.
Ooh, we going to Child's Play, boys.
No.
Oh.
No.
Pet Cemetery?
Yes. I was gonna leave it a surprise, but you just said the name, but fuck it. One of
Scary Ghosts and Ghouls.
One of Stephen King's most beloved stories has recently been adapted once again on the big screen for the first time since the late 80s. But as fans have been watching this new movie, one must ask themselves, or one must think to themselves, sometimes the book is better.
Yeah.
We will talk about that next week. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video, and don't forget to stay happy.